Hello, Pinball Land! This is Johnny Pinball. I hope you're ready for another episode of the Johnny Pinball Show. Today is the day we talk about the Rush Topper, and maybe a little Godzilla Topper, and maybe a little bit on ice cream toppers. Do we go sprinkles? Do we go fudge? So let's get right into it. Rush Pinball, right? It's been out a couple years. Well, not quite 2 years. I think it came out January 2022. They have a topper, and just like in Stern fashion, it came out, not right away. Came out over a year after. I want to say this topper was released or shown somewhere around March 2023, a little over 14 months. It's hot off the heels of that Mandalorian topper the pinball community loves. That's probably coming off the best Stern topper in a long time, for looks at least. Now, price-wise, all these cost way more than they should, but we've come to expect that with Stern accessories. So I'm not going to bitch about that in this video. I'm seeing some parallels here. So we had arguably the best pinball machine in decades released in fall of 2021 with Godzilla. Everyone thought the game after, or at least Stern's people thought the game after would flop. They're like, oh, Rush coming out right after Godzilla. Historically, it's not going to sell very well. And, they've gone on podcasts saying how it exceeded expectations. And here they are at it again. They are releasing a topper right after the Mandalorian topper. And I want to say the Mandalorian topper, while be very good, this is right up there with it. It's very interesting to look at. Aesthetically pleasing, you might say. You've got the radio with the 4 selections the little dial can be pointed at. Then you have the band albums that are featured in the game that can light up. And then a bunch of gears for... help me out here, Gearhead.
And the gears they turned for 1,000 years, until the dark day that they stop.
So I'm not really a big enough fan to know what the gears are all about for Rush and all the Rush fans out there, so we're going to go with Gearhead's exclamation that the gears they turned until they stopped. Switching gears here, I have the Rush Pinball Topper photo up. Probably the best one I could find on the internet, courtesy of a Pinside for Sale ad. You can see here we have all the albums featured in the game, and then that hand on the tuner of the old-fashioned radio. I assume that's kind of like a visual for what's on the playfield for what like a certain shot would hit. Extra Ball, Millions, Frenzy. Oh, Frenzy! Frenzy! Thank you, Rudy. All right, I moved on to Stern's website, and we're going to read the official description of this product from sternpinball.com. The Rush Topper is a must-have accessory for fans of the band or anyone looking to enhance their Rush-themed pinball machine with a visually appealing and interactive addition. Our topper features imagery from the band's album artwork and other iconic designs associated with the group. The topper is made of durable materials to prevent fall apart, and is designed to be easily installed on top of your machine.
You want the Carnivale. It features 2-pronged wall plug, pre-molded hand grip well, durable outer casing to prevent fall apart.
Sold!
Well, Stern didn't really do that great a job hyping their topper here, so let's go to the ultimate hype straight down the middle and see what they think about the Rush Topper. All right, straight down the middle. Searching for them. Here they are. And videos. Okay, they got Galactic Tank Force GTF coming soon. Can't wait to watch that. Candles, what? No. Godzilla Topper, okay. Where is the Rush Topper? Sports card trading, Escalera, Scooby-Doo, Pulp Fiction, Godfather, Mandalorian Topper. Wait, they skipped the Rush Topper? Zach, where are you? I think you're not being yourself here. What's going on? You're supposed to be the ultimate topper hype man. No love for Rush? Or just that rare and you can't even get one in? Well, we're going to just have to rely on other people on YouTube to find out more about the Rush Topper. So let's take a look. Let's see what we got out there here. We've got Balls of Steel Pinball League, and we got YZF Guy. Well, it's only 10 seconds. So let's take a look at YZF Guy. What was that? Okay. Let's take a look at this other one here then. All right, cool intro, but I want to see the game. Did we miss it? There we go. There, he's got it there at the end. Let's back up a smidge and take a look. Well, that pretty much wraps it up for the Rush Topper. Price is $1,699. Do you think it's worth it? Food for thought here. I pulled up Pinside, you know, a great place to find used games. I'm just putting the parameters here. Looks like it autofilled 2000. I swear I didn't type 2000. But we've got the machines for sale here by highest price to lowest. So for your $1,700, you could get a Scooby-Doo Collector's Edition. Oh, that's just a deposit. Never mind. I guess they're not quite that cheap yet. But you can get a Millionaire of extra populated playfield for 16 oboe. System 11, yeah, probably worth a look. I hear it's the worst System 11, so for that novelty, why not? A Gottlieb Buck Rogers oboe 1600. That one might be a good choice here. Mars God of War. I've always been interested in that one because it's got the chase light back glass. Plus, it has speech. A Matahari. Everyone loves Matahari. I say that was the influence for the bottom third of Godzilla with that little crossover shot. We got a Project Police Force, if you want to do a little bit of work there. A Gottlieb Hollywood Heat. What a deal. I guess they're right. The pinball market is coming to a crash. You can get a Hollywood Heat for $1,500. And it's even near me in Sturgeon Bay, Wisconsin. Maybe I'll be talking about that on the podcast. F-14 Tomcat for $1,500. It's got to be a turd. I mean, that's a steal. A Tomcat for $1,500 in Pennsylvania. If you're in Pennsylvania, pick that one up. Mr. and Mrs. Pac-Man. Weird cabinet, right? But interesting gameplay. Don't think one's that bad of a deal for $1,500. As you can see, it goes on and on. Electronimo, Laser Ball, Rapid Fire. Well, that's not pinball. More Scooby-Doos. Charlie's Angels, early Gottlieb's here. Sinbad. Sinbad's a great game. Close Encounters, Fireball Classic, Torch. I've never even heard of Torch. Let's see what that's all about. Honestly, I've never heard of this game before. Well, it's digital. It's probably that horrible System 1 beeps, I'm guessing. 4-player game. Olympic themed, I guess. Probably came out around 1980. Oh, okay. Symmetrical play field at the bottom there. Got some drops. You got a spinning wheel with the 3-2-1. That's kind of cool. Yeah, it looks basic. I don't know what's more fun, this or the topper. Let me know in the comments. Let's move on to the next topper, Godzilla. Here it is on Stern's official webpage, just like we saw with Rush. This one's a little cheaper, $999.99, a penny below what consumers think is too much for a topper. All right, we got Team Elwin. You know my favorite designer, the GOAT. Let's see how they market this exclusive Godzilla topper. The Godzilla Heat Ray Destruction Topper accessory will immerse players into a world of chaos, incorporating a custom molded Godzilla sculpture, not the premium Manelli one, breathing a heat ray against the city landscape. With 3 fire panels, a custom sculpted heat ray plume, implementing 21 RGB lights and a special flash lamp projecting Godzilla's shadow. This exclusive decorative topper, decorative this time, integrates distinct light shows and includes an exclusive King of the Monsters time attack mode, elevating the entire gaming experience of Godzilla. Ooh, I am pumped for this topper. I want a special mode. I want a shadow on my wall like the bat signal. And I want a plume of fire-breathing heat ray goodness. Something like that. All right, let's look at the picture here. So they just have one picture. It looks kind of boring with the background. It's like it looks like the backboard of the game already with the lit up buildings. More of the same. And then it's the same toy as in the Premium LE. And you guys know, a lot of people upgrade that toy. That's how I got mine in my Pro. I think it looks fine. It makes my Pro look a little bit better. I luckily got it from a friend who didn't charge me for it. So that was great. And it looks like there's going to be more of these hitting the market as people upgrade them. So maybe more Pro owners can get a free upgrade like I did. It's got tanks, but the tanks are just plastics. They're not actual tanks. There's no GTFs there. David Fix, he's not hiding in one of those windows as far as we're aware. And then the Plume. The Plume is Godzilla shooting. What does he shoot with that plume? Let's read the... It's his heat ray plume. Is he shooting down or is the plume coming up? Nobody knows. Well, it's probably shooting down, trying to take care of those tanks. And then we got the fire escape, which is cool. You know, it'd be cooler, just like in the System 11 game Fire, if you had some sort of, what do they call that? It's like that lenticular effect. That could be cool, but I don't think they did that in this case. So Godzilla Topper, I've talked about this on the podcast, the Tribal Pinball podcast. If you're not familiar with it, check it out on your favorite podcast app. And we discussed this topper along with the Rush Topper. But maybe you're not satisfied with the factory topper and you want to go aftermarket. This is what we're looking at here. This is the Electric Playground Godzilla Topper. And it looks like it's a city on top of a UFO. And personally, I think the OEM one looks better than this. It doesn't cover the whole top of the game for one, so it seems a little off, but, you know, it is supposed to be UFO. Well, you don't get that mode. I think a big selling point is the integration with Stern Games, is to get the Insider Connect, I'm sure, some sort of achievement, and you get that extra mode for people who are mortal and can't finish the game. You can go right to one of the end modes and just enjoy the utter chaos. So this topper, I don't know what it costs, but I don't think many people will be swinging for it. And finally here we have the unofficial topper that was struck down. This was, I don't know who made it, but it was a Godzilla topper kind of using the assets from the game. I do like this one. I think this one would have been good for the official Stern one if they just kind of worked off this and, you know, maybe upgraded the plume here in this picture. I think that would have turned out better than what they released. So kind of funny that someone out-toppered the topper people with this aftermarket one, and they had to squash it with, you know, lawyers and stuff. So unfortunately, this one is probably a one of one at Jack Bar. That's where this photo was taken, Jack Bar, New York City. Well, that's all I have to say about toppers, except for the ice cream variety. It's summertime, so I'm sure you're craving it. I don't want to leave you guys hungry, so let's go ahead and take a look at what the Galactic Tank Force is serving near you.
You are also assigned to assist Professor Plotnik in collecting ingredients for his top secret zero-gravity ice cream research. That's why we're here, to protect this moon's most precious resources, ice cream and everything that it takes to make it.
Galactic Tank Force, attack!
That cream, pure vanilla, sweeteners, that's a 10.
Here we go now.
You might be missing some of the benefits that stereo can provide.